everyone, Achikah here, and it's finally time to announce the winners of Base Off Behind the Seams. So there were 9 of you that answered the call to create a base inspired by an original outfit, and you all delivered spectacularly. I cannot stress that enough. Some of you guys created bases around your in-game characters, some of you made up new characters, some of you went abstract or aesthetic with the concept. The range and the execution of every design was just absolutely delightful. So before I get into all the judging and logistics, everything, I just want to really thank everybody for coming out and entering and letting me share in just this amazing array of bases. The finished products on stream was a blast, but also just going back through and judging everything and appreciating all the hard work you guys put in, both to the outfits and the bases themselves, and then seeing how they sunk up was like, it was usually judging is kind of a really stressful time, and though this one was close, trust me, there was quite a battle for both first and second, and then third place too. But it's just, yeah, it was just a really lovely experience overall, because just going back through and just looking at everything and seeing how you guys connected the outfit to the base and the story you were telling, be it visual or like an actual narrative of the character or the portrayal itself, it was a really amazing time. So thank you so much to every single contestant. And if you guys did not go watch the VODs, please do, or at least check out the showcases that are going to be up here in the next week for our winner's circle, because it was all of the contestants honestly did an amazing job, and I cannot wait to showcase them on the channel again. So but yeah, just thank you for just an absolutely delightful base off. I had a very wonderful time, and I hope you guys did too. So all right, enough of me gabbing. I will get into why you all are here. I'm assuming. Hopefully you guys skip to the timestamps. If not, but yeah. So I had to go in, despite loving absolutely all these bases. I had to go in and used my judging rubric to find a first, second, and third place for us. If you guys don't know, I will go through them a little bit. So there are 5 main pillars to how I judge base off. There's creativity, there's craftsmanship, there's logic, there's storytelling, and there's aesthetic. And if you need more definitions on those, I have them linked in the thread description down below for you guys to check that out. But the main thing for this rubric too, and what really separated a lot of the bases, or just like helped me choose a first, second, and third place, were the weighted categories. So creativity, and I cannot stress this enough, visual storytelling linking the outfit to the base was the like really big concept that like weighted everything for judging. So how well you match the base to your outfit specifically, and how creative that was for you to do it. And when I say visual storytelling, I mean it doesn't have to actually tell like a logistical story, like a followable story, as in like an actual story, like a narrative, right? But it has to have like conceptual or just emotional or feelings, tied to the outfit, like vibes, you know what I mean? Like the outfit connecting to the base and kind of the experience you get when going into the base, and the story that outfit is telling via the items around it. So that was the main focus, like the really big one that kind of like separated everybody. That, because I had to try and separate as best I could, despite having a very much enjoyable time. So that all being said, why don't we get into our winner's circle? So third place was a huge headache, because there were 5 bases fighting it out back and forth, and then I narrowed it down to 2, and then those 2 bases were battling it back and forth. But finally, I found just, one just bumped up from the other after going back through several times. And the winner of the third place for this base off behind the seams is Project Rebellion by Rebel, aka Jade. Jade did an amazing job featuring both the outfits in the base that had this very like war-torn, like just resistance kind of vibe to it, which, Project Rebellion, I assumed it is like a resistance. Lots of bombshell furnitures featured, lots of dated equipment and materials throughout. There were just some really lovely clips, and the logistical like narrative that it told throughout, so how you go from like the outer circle of like the battle zone to like the inner circle, and then finally down to like where the hostiles are kept, as well as the actual generals like headquarters, wires, you know what I mean, or like the main branch there, and the hidden garden as well that's like stored away for food, rationing and everything. It was just a really delightful base and lots of really smart clipping. Going back through and following the wires was one of my favorite parts because every single wire was extremely intentional, linking both like medical equipment back to the generator all the way throughout the base, the lights, everything. It is really awesome, and I can't wait to get into it for the tour that you guys will see in the coming week. But like, it was really fun to go through and chase the wires and see how like much thought was put in to how everything was placed and the whole setup. So it was a really wonderful base, and the outfits were incredible too, matching the color of the base as well as the tone. So that is your third place winner. It is Project Rebellion by Rebel. So then we get to first and second place, and both of these bases were battling it out pretty heavily as well for the first place title. And it took a really long time to kind of get there because both of the bases are vastly different from one another, but both are just really, really well done. And finally, one of them pulled away when I kind of had like an aha moment, and I was like, okay, that's really awesome. And then I had to look back on again the creativity and the visual storytelling and how it ties into the outfit, and just by like a sliver of a margin, one pulled away. So, in second place, we have Marooned by Frostwing. This space is incredible, guys. Like, first off, the ship that was made in the very beginning of the base is just incredible. It seriously looks like a ship from No Man's Sky, or just any kind of like video game where you kind of like create your own ship, or there's like a very diverse amount of ships that you can like find or buy pieces of and scrap together and things like that. Like, I could just check out the showcase or the VOD or whatever, but you have to see it. It's so cool. It's made out of like hive crates and Thanagarian crates, lots of lights, and there's soot around, and it looks like an actual crash site. It is so amazingly done. And then you go into the base, and there's like the underbelly of like the alien civilization that's there, as well as a bunch of really weird flora from the planet itself. And then at the end, you finally see all of the suits and how the alien race is surviving. And Frostwing's character it's an empty armory now, but during the stream, he was there in the actual outfit, having adapted to the alien culture and surviving on this planet. It was just a really amazing like narrative, but not only that, it was just a really well constructed base. The door into the alien bunker was incredible. Just, there's so many wonderful things in this space. Please definitely go check it out. It's great. Like, it's just really well done. I love it a whole bunch, and it's great. It really is. I can't stress that enough. So that is your second place winner for Base Off Behind the Scenes. And now we get to the first place winner, which I felt truly really like embodied the challenge of the competition, but also really exuded like what the competition was about. And that surprised me a lot because it's not how I personally decorate bases, or even how like I walk in and like build an attachment to a base, right? And that's what surprised me the most. And just going back through and seeing how the space was done, as well as looking at the outfits and the concepts that were made, it's very smart, and it's so awesome and just really well done. And some of the things in there I have never seen done before in base building, which it's really great. So your first place winner for Base Off Behind the Seams is Untitled Yellow and Blue by Smooth. It is such an incredible base celebrating the color of blue and yellow. So it is an aesthetic base. It is purely aesthetic. And that's kind of what the competition to an extent was, because it was visual storytelling and creativity. Like in how it links to the outfit. And Smooth told me when just, you know, like entering, like everybody gave a little synopsis, and the base was celebrating yellow and blue and the 5 things that were the outfit, which was yellow, blue, Sinestro, Wonder Woman, and butterflies. And that base did all that and so much more. It was just, well, actually, it just did all those 5 things, but it did them so spectacularly well. The base was divided down the middle. One side was blue and Wonder Woman themed, the other side was yellow and Sinestro Corps themed, and then in the middle was this beautiful butterfly patch, like this nature theme that like neither the left or the right side had. It was like a combination of just like bridging together like the two concepts. And the thing that like really, I was standing back and like looking at the base and like kind of wondering how like everything fit in and like the vibe and just like the aesthetics, everything. But the dividing line, guys, the middle of the base and the back wall is all greenery, and blue and yellow combine to make green on the color wheel. So it's like a very slow bridge and bleed into one another, and it to come out of this metamorphosis as a butterfly, it was just, it's so pretty and so poetic, and just like it's just something that, and it's also just some stuff that I have never seen base items be done before, which seems to be Smooth's calling card nowadays. But really, for this base that is very much aesthetic heavy, because it is an original outfit linking to a base, and you can do it aesthetically, and it is visual storytelling. It was just, it just all clicked, and it definitely like blew me away. And just looking at all the fun item combos, I cannot wait to show you guys tomorrow. Actually, the showcase will be up, and all the some really in-depth stuff on all the little art pieces that are in there, as well as the big like just installation pieces. It's really awesome. So that is your grand prize winner, Untitled Yellow and Blue by Smooth. So again, I want to just thank everybody who competed in Base Off and just came out for the streams. I had an absolutely delightful time going through all the bases, as well as chatting with all you guys while I did. And thank you to everybody who makes Base Off possible, whether you watch the VOD, you supported the thread, anything. It always means the world to me. I love doing Base Off. I love seeing what you guys create, and especially with like life being so hectic and busy, it's very nice to just sit back and relax with you guys and look at some absolutely amazing pieces of artwork that you guys did. All of you knocked it out of the park. I cannot express how much I love every single one of your bases, and I cannot wait to give it the a showcase of its own, so I can go back through and show everybody all the things that I missed on stream. So if you are going to tear down your base, please let me know, so that way I can get in and film, and I'll have it for the backlog, and that way it'll be shown up when I need a break, or something happens where I can't record, so it'll be there, and it'll be put on the channel eventually. And yeah, it'll be archived. So let me know, because I will get in there and film immediately, as quickly as I can, with life an asterisk, with what life will allow. But yeah, so let me know about that. And yeah, I think that's about it. Stay tuned for next Friday, where I'll be announcing the next installment of Boost Off. Base Off. I have a feeling a lot of you pretty much know what's coming, but you never know. So stay tuned for that. And again, thank you so much to all of our contestants. Congratulations to all our winners. Thank you for everybody who came out to the stream and supported. Again, I really appreciate everything. So thank you for letting me throw Base Off and making Base Off what it is, because without you guys, it wouldn't be possible. So again, thank you to everybody. And yeah, I think that's about it. So again, thank you to all of our contestants. Congrats to all our winners. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care, everybody.